Hi, my name is Menoa Brennan, and here are some tips for writing an effective professional email. Being able to communicate clearly and effectively through email is one of the most important and impactful ways of making a good first impression. Clear and effective communication is key to making a good first impression, an important part of building a relationship with a potential employer or any higher authority. Three key topics I will be discussing in my presentation are the importance of being clear and concise, how to create an impactful subject line, and where to pay close attention to detail. After this presentation, you will have a clear understanding of how to write a proper professional email to help you succeed in your future as engineers. In order to obtain a clear and concise email, you must avoid clutter at all costs. Avoid the use of unnecessary words for simplicity, but keep it professional. An ineffective example of an email would be, "We will all come together and talk about what we do tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. We can cut this sentence in half, but still deliver the same message in a simpler form. There will be a meeting tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. This second sentence is straightforward and therefore would be the most effective one to use when writing a professional email to avoid the confusion. The subject line is the first thing your employer or professor will see so it is extremely important to make it meaningful so that the recipient feels as though your email is worth opening with the hundreds that they might have. The best way to create an impactful subject line is to make it clear what your intentions are while also grabbing the attention of the reader. Make sure it is consistent with the content that follows, but also make sure that it is not too long. Once again, keep it clear and concise. An ineffective example of a subject line would be, "Looking to join your business if possible." It shows the lack of effort and doesn't say who you are and could be perceived as scam. A more effective example of a subject line would be, "Menoa Brennan, software engineering student job application." This one states clearly who you are, what the message entails, and intrigues the recipient to read in the entirety of the email. As you can see, I've got this photo from WordStream, which visually displays the impact it has when you take the time to create an impact subject line. 69 of recipients marked emails spam based off the subject line, and 64% would open based off the subject line. So you can see that it is quite important to put time into your subject line. My third topic is the attention to detail. Make sure to read over your email before submitting and look for grammar, spelling, and unprofessional language. In my opinion, this is the most important topic because it's the one that people always forget to do. As you can see in this sample email that I created here, all this stuff up top, none of it's important except the Amazon part. But you can see that right away, there's a tab here, which is unnecessary. And you can see that I say I'm inquiring about Microsoft here, but here I'm talking about Amazon. So that could be detrimental to my application. Also here, I forgot to remove a reminder. So you can just see there's all these errors. This is an extreme example, but it's always good to look over just in case you have errors. And to also avoid the regret of sending something intentional. I'm going to leave you with a quick recap of what we discussed. The next time you plan to compose an email to a potential employer or a higher authority, remember the three most important components of a professional email. Be clear and concise by avoiding the use of unnecessary words and clutter. Just keep it straightforward. Start off with a strong and impactful subject line to intrigue the reader to open your email and read through the message that follows. And finally, pay close attention to detail before finalizing your message and sending it to avoid preventable errors. That is the most important. If you're going to take anything away, make sure look it over before you send it. Once you feel as though you've checked all these boxes, I can assure you success. Thank you.